releasing weekly art asset overviews, and this is the 4th one, so I'm just going to start this up so you guys can watch this, and I'm going to shut up. And Markuss, remember that you can't talk during this either, so enjoy, guys.
Welcome to the Overgrowth Art Asset Overview. This week I'm going to be making some monolith models for the game, and I'm going to go through step by step and show you exactly what it takes to get a model into the game. The first step is to make a base mesh, which has to be using quads, no triangles. And this is used here in the sculpting app Mudbox. This is where I add all of the detail, and when people call art next gen, what they're really talking about is using normal maps generated from high resolution models like this. So that's obviously an important part of how everything looks in our game. I wanted this to kind of look like concrete, so I'm chipping it up a little bit with the scrape tool. And here adding a little bit of surface texture. Then I move on to making the actual model that will be used in the game. There are probably much better ways to make the model correspond to the high poly mesh here, but I've only started looking at tools to make this step easier recently. You want to make sure that it fits nice and tight over the high resolution mesh. Here's the UV unwrap. This defines how the texture will fit on the model. Here I'm painting over the normal map, just using that for reference to make the weight map. This is a detail map object, so we use a map to define how the detail maps are applied. And here it is in Engine. I made a few pieces this week. This one I liked okay, but it was not really exactly like the one in the concept art, so I made another one that was more curved. I also wanted to work on some rocks this week, so I decided it was a good idea to have a concept for those. And here is the rock in the game, and some tint variations using David's new tinting tools. Finally, here's all of this stuff together in a scene. I'm not totally happy with the detail level on these rocks. I might make them a little bit more detailed. Last week I converted some 2D concept art into a 3D scene. People seem to like that, so I decided to do another one this week. In addition to that, I've been working with David So you might see something like that in the game eventually. Thanks for watching this week's Overgrowth Art Asset Overview. If you'd like to pre-order, you can get the game at wolfire.com/preorder.
So there is Aubrey's Art Asset Overview number 4. And as you saw towards the end there, you saw the camera like moving in on a parallax image and stuff. So that's the parallax stuff they're talking about with the exporting camera animations and that kind of stuff. So what do you think, Markuss?
Yeah, that was cool. I thought the monoliths could have been better, to be honest. I liked the ones in the drawing more, you know, the ones at the end. They actually looked like the white ones, you know.
Yeah, but I kind of liked these because I liked that it looked kind of like ribs. They looked more organic, if you know what I mean.
I think that's what I don't like about them. I think, like, what looks good about the ones in the drawing at the end looks like they were constructed by someone.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I guess it's just different from person to person, I suppose.
Yeah, but yeah, the parallax thing was well cool, I thought.
What did you say?
The parallax thing, that was awesome.
Oh yeah, of course.
That would be good to do in like stuff like that in the actual game, if it was integrated well.
Yeah, I hope they will do that because it's a very easy way for modders to make their own cutscenes as well. So that's very cool.
Alright, do you want to move on, or...?
Yeah, let's move on. So, again, Aubrey's Art Asset Overview, pretty awesome. I hope he keeps making them because they're like... I almost look forward to them more than the actual alphas. Or maybe equal. I'm not sure. They're very good anyways. So yeah, let's move on to the next one. And that is the Community Watch segment. And first on that list is fan art update. And I have just been waiting for people to continue posting more fan art in the fan art thread on Wolfire, the Wolfire forums. There's basically, a whole thread, and it's 41 pages long right now, where people have a bunch of fan art. It's super awesome stuff. And I have decided that I'm going to follow this thread on Overgrowth Weekly and show you what people are doing. What new stuff is added to it. So actually, let's scroll down here and take a look at the pictures because it's pretty awesome stuff. I thought there was someone in between. Oh, anyways. So here's the first picture. It's not necessarily Overgrowth related, I suppose, but it's looking super sweet anyways. Let's open it in a new tab. So I hope you will appreciate this segment. I guess I could call it that.
Some of these are good, some of these are terrible.
Yeah, of course there are some very unserious
ones. This one, however, is one of the good ones.
Yeah, and here's a picture of Turner, and let's see what he wrote about that. So I'm just going to quote it right away because, I'm lazy like that, I suppose. So I have seen plenty of a really great art here on forums, and at least I managed to show something to us. Okay, this is not super good English, but anyways, I hope you're fine with that, as well as to do something somehow Wolfire related. So these are 2 paintings he's done in the last 2 days, and he spent 3-4 hours on this first one, and he made a second one as well further down that he spent 2 to 3 hours on. Yeah. So let's look at this one. So this is Turner here, right here. And I love the detail on this one. As you can see, it's really, really high res. And I can recommend you guys go and check this thread out because it's like 40 pages long. So yeah, it's a lot of art. So some pretty cool stuff there. And then we have his little signature right there, Alfred Camidulin. Yeah, so what do you think about this thing. You're a bit more art oriented.
Me, I don't want to like criticize people's art on this show. That's like, I don't like, you know.
Yeah,
I'm an
but
artist myself. I'm opening myself up to fucking criticism.
yeah, whatever. Do you like
But
it? Do you
like
think
the
it's
top
nice?
half of that body, like his body, is rather human for my liking.
Yeah, he's rather human, but it's anthropomorphic or
Yeah.
whatever it's called. So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
So let's look at the second piece he made, and this is also very nice. It's supposed to be a rat city, and he wrote a very nice little text for this one that I'm going to read.
Oh, that one is like very nice. I thought
Yeah.
that is like the inspiration for levels right there. To be honest.
Yeah, it's quite inspirational, but I personally would have liked it more if it was a bit brighter down there, because I want to see more stuff. It feels like there's not a whole lot to watch, if you know what I mean. I want a bit more to look at.
Yeah, but sometimes by simplifying the image, you can like communicate the idea more effectively.
Yeah, it has a very fine atmosphere and feeling.
Often, by overcomplicating the art in games, people dilute the overall image of the game, kind of thing.
Yeah, that's true.
Simplicity isn't always like worse, or complexity isn't always better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you probably know more about that than I do, actually. And
Well, like, remember those videos I showed you yesterday? Like, the color in that just simplifies the whole image, doesn't it?
yeah, that's true. That's true. But now we shouldn't talk about stuff that the watchers haven't
People
seen, though.
can't see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's move on. I think there was some more down here, wasn't there? Oh yeah, someone made some music there as well. We can perhaps play that towards the end of the show, actually. We'll have that after the show. I will play that music for you, because I don't want it to interfere with our speaking. So let's go back to the agenda and take a look at this. Okay, 2 camera mods. Let's take a look at these 2 awesome camera mods. Yeah!
They sound like they were really easy to make, and they're both really like useful for different game types.
Yeah, so as I said before, there's a first-person mod, and we'll also take a look at a side-scrolling mod. And as I said also, and as Markuss has said, the thing about this is that it's very easy to make. It's so easy to do this stuff. So first we'll go and take a look at the FPS mod, and this is made by Zalo on the forums. Oh, I need to copy that in there, and then I save, and then it's updated. And that guy just lives. So, here's the first person mod. As you can see, the game is suddenly in first person. Yay! And of course it's not perfect, as you can see also, but it's a very good first step.
Yeah, but you'll fucking like put a custom character model in there to make sure it doesn't like do all that.
Yeah, and you know, custom animations and all stuff, so he doesn't have his hands in this face. So this has very much potential right now, and you can also edit the code much more. So, for example, if I jump and do a flip, the camera doesn't follow, you can add that, and when you ragdoll, it doesn't move with the camera doesn't turn in the same direction as his head. But I'm not sure if that can be added at the moment, but I actually think it's possible, because he has parented actually the camera to his head. As you can see, it moves up and down with the head.
Okay, have you got full like rotation on that, or is it restricted?
No, I can look in whatever direction I want, but I'm pretty sure there is support to. They have enough code support to make it so that you can't look in any direction. And can control the camera.
So that can you make the camera turn upside down by doing that?
Nope, actually not, because when they added these new scripting functions for the camera, they also made it so that you can't look upside down, because you used to be able to do that.
Yeah, that's good.
So I'm just going to try some combat with this, because it's pretty intense compared to normal combat. Just much more in your face.